Sarah Sargent. I'm back today with another video, and in today's video I am diving into Melt's She's in Parties palette. So if you guys want to see how this palette compares to the original She's in Parties stack, then please keep watching because I do swatch this palette side by side with the Melt stack. And if you guys also want to see how I came up with this like grungy look, then keep watching and I'll show you guys how I did it. So let's dive into this She's in Parties palette. I thought that it would be fun today to do some swatches of this before I start in with the tutorial. I also thought it would be fun to compare the swatches of this to the original She's in Parties stack, which I really like. Let's take a look at this palette. The outside of this palette is in the same like decorative filigree that the box was in that this She's in Parties stack originally came in. So I like that they kind of mirrored that. That was really cool. When you open this palette, there are 8 shades. So the original stack had 4 shades. So in this you're getting 4 more shades, which is why I was really excited about this palette. This of course is just warm kind of purple and burgundy shades. And we're getting some new metallic shades in here that don't exist in the stack, which is super exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and start out by swatching this for you guys. And I'm just going to do side-by-side comparisons of the original stack against this new one and see how close these colors are. First up, we have Skeleton Kiss. And this was my most used color in the stack that I had. It was probably my favorite color in the stack. This shade is so versatile. It is an iridescent peach orangey shade. This makes a great highlight, which is what I used it for a lot. Okay, and if you guys can see, I swatched the 2 Skeleton Kisses side by side. The one in the palette seems a little bit brighter and more vibrant than the one in the pan does. This next shade is called Strange Love, and this looks like a mauve, like grayish lilac. It looks to me like there's some fuchsia micro glitter in here. Definitely drawn to this shade. It looks really pretty to me. The next shade is called Total Immortal, and this is a matte mauve-y grayish shade, very dulled, and looks like it'd be a great transition shade. This next shade is called Last Caress, and this is a matte, deeper mauve grayish tone. It does have some like plum shades in it, and this is another one that is a duplicate of the original She's in Parties stack. Okay, and there are the 2 Last Caresses close together. Again, to me, the palette seems like it's performing better. It's more vibrant, and I think that the formula is actually superior to the stack formula from what I can tell, but the shades are pretty close. Okay, this next shade is called She's in Parties, and this is another duplicate from the stack. This was one of my favorite shades in that stack as well, and this is a gorgeous deep metallic burgundy shade, maybe like maroon or wine. Very gorgeous. Okay, and these are the 2 She's in Parties shades together. To me, the one in the palette looks to be a little bit of like leaning more towards the red side, and the one in the stack kind of looks a little bit more purple to me. So this shade is just like slightly different. This next shade is called Sleepwalk, and this is a metallic, even deeper kind of plum purpley shade. It has more of like a burgundy purple than the She's in Parties shade. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it looks to me like that Sleepwalk color is similar to the old She's in Parties color. It looks like it's a good mix. The next shade is called Oxblood, and this is a matte, really dark berry oxblood shade. Really gorgeous. And there is that Meanstreak shade from the original stack right next to it. To me, again, the formula just is not quite the same. The original stack shade, it went on a little bit more chalky, so the color payoff just is not quite as rich and creamy as the shade that came in the palette. Okay, the last shade in this palette is called Lost Control, and this is a deep, like purple plum shade with some lighter rose gold micro glitter in it. This is also a new shade exclusive to the palette. And there is the entire She's in Parties palette swatched. I'm really excited for this palette. So far, as I mentioned, the palette performs a lot better than the stack does. And I'm just really excited for all of these new shades. So let's get started with this eye look. Okay, so first up, I am going to be going in with this Total Immortal shade right here. And I'm just going to be contouring my eye with that. So sweeping it throughout my crease and under the front of my brow bone. Okay, next I'm going to be going in with this Lost Caress shade, and I'm just going to be deepening my crease even more. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with that Total Immortal color and just blend those edges out. Okay, next up I'm going to go in with this Skeleton Kiss shade and a flat brush, and I am just going to pop a little bit of this on my brow bone as a highlight. Okay, next up I'm going in with this She's in Parties shade, and I'm just going to pat this down onto my eyelids and blend it up into the crease. I think I am also going to just go in with my finger and really press this into my lid. I find oftentimes with shimmers that it really works so much better to go in with your finger. And then I'm going to take my fluffy brush and just blend the line out. Next up I'm going to go in with this gel eyeliner by Marc Jacobs in the color Jazzberry, and I'm just going to line my under eyes and then smudge it out. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into this She's in Parties color and just blend that out underneath my eyes. Okay, and next up I want to go in with just a touch of this Meanstreak color on the outer corners just to deepen it up a little bit. Alright, next up I'm going to use this Strange Love shade, and I'm going to place this in the center of my lids, and I'm also going to use it as an inner corner highlight today. And I think I'm just going to use my finger. Okay, for mascara today, I'm going to be using my trusty Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. For highlight today, I'm going to use Skeleton Kiss from the original Melt stack. Obviously I've worn this a ton for highlight because I have hit pan on this. Just love the shade so much as a highlight. I wish that they would come out with just like a full size highlight pan of this. It's so beautiful. For lipstick today, I decided to use a shade that I haven't used in quite some time, and I actually forgot how much I really love this shade. This is NYX's liquid lipstick in the shade Brooklyn Thorn. It reminds me of a 90s shade that Drew Barrymore would wear. So I'm gonna pop this on really quick. I think that that does it for today's look. I really love how this grungy look turned out. I think anytime that you add a darker shade to the inner corners as an inner corner highlight, it does make it look a bit more grungy. You guys know how much I love Melt. That's not a surprise. I feature Melt all the time and I wear them all the time too. They're really an exciting brand that I love to support because they are owned by two women. They're just a really cool brand. Thoughts on this palette? Of course I love it. I mean, I already have the stack and I loved that. And honestly, I'm really surprised at how superior this palette is to the actual stack. So I would say if you guys own the stack and you're kind of on the fence on whether to get this palette or not, if you can afford it and you are a fan and wear these colors, I would say like go ahead and get it. I don't think that it's too overboard because you do get 4 new colors in here and the new colors that you get are like amazing. My favorite shades in this palette are still Skeleton Kiss, you know, that's like from the old palette, was my favorite, but this Strange Love shade right here is probably my new favorite. This was the shade that I popped on the center of my eyelids and in my inner corners, and it is so beautiful as a topper, but it would be beautiful by itself also. Yeah, really happy about this palette. Definitely recommend. I think that that's gonna do it for me. I hope that you guys are having a really good day. I'm gonna try to get up my 2020 favorites in the next video, so if you guys aren't subscribed, please make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos or that video. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and follow me over on Instagram as well. I am at Sarah Sargent Pepper and I post pretty much every day over there. I think that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you guys in another video hopefully really soon. Bye!